Also, you probably they have more customers. Mercer is customer driven. Landstar has a blended both customer driven and brokerage stuff. And then, you know, where I'm at now, they use the low boys. They do have some customers. Some agents and the way some terminals are set up, they have customers and do different things. And is if I, you know, come back to OTR, I would probably go to one of them just because if I'm going to lease on to somebody, I'm going to lease my truck on to somebody like a Mercer or a Landstar because they have customer freight. We'll kind of see how it goes. I want you guys to stay tuned. I appreciate you watching this video. And if you guys have been following me I've been on YouTube 4 or 5 years, I want to thank each and every one of you that have been down to ride with me for this time frame. And I hope for you to stay around and watch as we continue to grow and continue to do new things. This was a hard video to make because you know, you don't want people knowing your business, right? What's really going on. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to be real. A lot of guys have told me, you know, even some of my friends and family are like, don't be fake on the internet. Just tell them what's what. I'm like, well, it's easier said than done to divulge your downfall. You know, I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments. Well, fucking deserve it, whatever. I don't care. I got me. I know God's got me. And I got my family. And we're good. We're rocking and rolling, man. I've never been, I'm humble as hell. I'm not upset. I'm not sad. I'm not depressed. I want everybody to know that. I did go through those times when I felt like, why is, you know, God ripping the rug out from under me, right? And why is everything failing? So if you're there and you're in that moment, just realize it could always be worse, okay? So as long as you're good, as long as your family's good, finances don't matter. If your company goes to crap, you know, they say statistically, I don't know, like they say, they got a saying for everything, and mine is it's all bullshit. But they do say that most entrepreneurs who ever become successful in their 40s or 50s have lost it 4 times. This would be, you know, my first big one that, you know, it caught me off guard. And I want to say that honestly, when I got to making a lot of money, when I was making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, I got lazy. You know, I started drinking more. I started screwing off more. I started being lazy. I started sleeping in. You know, I got fat, and you know, I weighed like 260 pounds. So, you know, if you guys have seen my journey losing 100 pounds and getting down to 165, and now I'm building muscle, trying to do push-ups and stuff, get back in the gym. You know, that's been a journey, a spiritual journey as well. And I recommend if you're in that path or on that path, to do it. See it through. Do whatever you got to do. Seek help. Seek you know, people to push you and get through that, because it's the best thing I ever did in my life. And I'm spiritually humbled. I'm actually really good. I feel really confident in what's going on, and I'm confident that God's got it. God's got me and my family. And you know, cars and houses and trucks and all that crap, that doesn't define you. So it was really good. That was one of the best things, to see who's down to ride, see what that looks like at the bottom. And now I'm on my way back up, but I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet to myself this time, you know. And when I get to the top, I'm not gonna be lazy and drink and do all the dumb shit that I did and allow those demons to come into my life. It's all about me and my family, and you know, my closest friends and people, and moving forward and bettering myself every day that I can. I want to get stronger. I want to get, and that in every essence of the word, physically, mentally. You know, I want to get more knowledgeable and more skillful. So there you have it in a nutshell. What happened to the trucking guy? I know this was a long-winded video, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. So catch me on the next one. We're going to be going and doing some content up in North Dakota. We'll show you what it's like throwing them chains in that deep snow and that cold-ass temperatures. I know we just looked it up. It's like 7 degrees over there right now. I'm in Georgia, and it's like 75 degrees. So that's a big difference. And I'm a southern boy. So, but you guys know I ain't scared of no cold. I do push-ups in it. I cold plunge. Take cold showers every freaking day. Been doing that for over a year. You should do that to change your life. It's funny. We went from, I was working in construction, to driving a Sprinter van, to driving a hot shot truck, pulling a 30-foot trailer, to pulling a 40-foot trailer, to driving that for 3 or 4 years, to driving a semi, to driving, you know, a RGN, all the way to a 3-axle and an RGN stretch. And then to leasing on to somebody, right? Because I've been self-employed now for my whole life. That I've worked a career. I've never really had a job. In high school, I worked for Walmart, stuff like that. But my adult life, I've never had a job. I have worked in my construction company that I built, and I've worked in my trucking company that I've built, and I worked in my tree service that I built, that we did very well in. And now I went and leased on to somebody, ironically, and I'm going right back down to the bottom as company driver. We're gonna go do hopefully something going to Alaska. That'd be cool. I've wanted to go into Canada a bunch also. And I had my Canadian Authority. I don't know almost anybody on YouTube that had their Canadian Authority that was driving loads into Canada, and I did it, and I made YouTube videos about it. So that was cool, and I'm going to make more content about that because I'm going to do more of that. And my luck, it'll become the 51st state or whatever, and it'll be pointless. But I'm still going to go, explore that land more and going to Alaska. So again, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. I'm going to be making a ton more videos. I'm going to be super transparent about everything that's happening, everything that's going on, and we're going to build this sucker back to multi-millions again. Out. Thank you guys.